You may wonder what the case is for. Well, I've actually got my props in here. I don't know how long I've got to go on, but I've got 2 hours worth of props in there. And I've also packed a tea, just in case. But what happened was, I wrote to Peter in April and gave him a bit of background about myself, and then I said in my email, now to the point of my email, I expect my piece to include audience involvement and be quite lively. There'll be few statistics, I'll try and confirm all the facts, very little about the game I played, famous names, true stories, no threadbare cricket jokes or recycled stories. The question is, how long do you want me to do? To which he replied, Eric, that sounds great. Peter. A very good memory. Well, I said I write poems. I think I'll do the Vinny one. Last year, Vinny had his 73rd birthday. Hey, Vinny Marlett's 73. Doesn't look it, you'd agree. Bang the drum for my long-standing chum of 50 years and then some. We first met in 57, soon holidayed with Pete in Devon. Later on we took a trip by train through Cali, Paris and on to Spain. Now Spaniards were small and Vinny was tall. That doesn't mean superior, but for that short time he surely was the Colossus of Iberia. From where he began, he's grown as a man, attacking his tax with vigour. So that much about him is bigger. Just one thing is shorter, says this reporter. No, please don't grin. Then it's the name that's been shortened from Vinny to Vin. Now then, he became 74, so I added a little bit to it. Sorry. A year's gone by, Vin's 74, he don't play cricket anymore. He's still hearty and he's still tall and he's still the master of the cricket ball. Ask him to help and he'll do all he can. You'll probably realise I'm his biggest fan. Do we all know Leyland Smith?
Yep.
I did invite him to come today, but he hasn't. But Leyland and I are of an age, and in fact my mum said that she used to push me down Chule Lane with Leyland in the next pram. So he must be my oldest acquaintance, friend. And my mum said later, when she was about 80, she said, I always thought it was a funny name for a baby, Leyland. I said, well, what do you think now? Oh, it's all right now, she said. Now, quite by chance, I met him on town. He was running one of these charity stalls, and I'll ask him, because my dad was a friend of Maurice Leyland, worked with him in the war at Bradford Grammar School, the sergeant instructors. So I wondered if that's what inspired his name. So I said to him, how did you come by the name Leyland? Was it anything to do with Maurice Leyland? And he said, no, before my mother had me, she used to go and visit an auntie, and the house was in Ripondin, outside Ripondin and District Motors. On every motor, it's Now, better tell you about the young lady who's come with me today. Is not, as I heard somebody say on this table, my carer. Though I'd trust her judgment against mine any day. She is my granddaughter. She is Matilda or Tilly Buss. She is a cricketer in her own right. She's represented Yorkshire at county level in the under-15s, and she's on the senior development squad now. She missed out for a couple of years. She plays for North Arm Hedgestock and is the first woman to have so done. So she's proud and they're proud. And this season she took 5 for 24 against Copley seconds, which I think is pretty good. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Got that cold sweat that comes only with fear. Is it just a crazy game, or a search for long lost fame? Stay long enough and you may be a wreck, but at least you'll know which one is deck. The glorious day. Wickets were pitched on a glorious day, so we opted to bat when the coin fell our way. Steadily we built a respectable score, hard for our rivals to get any more. But then, in the distance, the threat of rain. Were we to be thwarted again? In the end we were licked by two guys who weren't there. Duckworth and Lewis, the name of the pair. I'm sorry if I'm shaking.
Okay.
My whole body's aching. I've got Parkinson's, you see, and yes, it's troubling me. You often freeze with this disease. Though disease you shouldn't say, it's merely a condition, a different shade of grey. Although it's only a condition, it's still affecting me. My legs are weak and I'm having trouble with the knee. I could give in, give up and quit, but it's my life and I'm living it. Thank you very much.
Well done.